this up. I bought this set at Canadian Tire here in Canada for $54, and they sell this in the States. I don't know where, but I'm sure you'll have it in lots of stores. Just look around. And this gauge here is a reference for how much to put in. On the car I did, it took 1 can. Now, the instructions are a little bit different on the internet and on the can that this comes in. So here's what I did. I put in 1 can, and it brought the pressure up to 22 to 25 pounds. The way I knew it was enough was this line started to sweat. Now, if you put in both cans, because you get 2 cans for $54, and it tells you to put this up to 38 pounds, well, you'll get 38 or thereabouts, maybe 42 or something. To have this really full is hard on your pump in the system. So it's your choice, but I was recommended by a guy who was a refrigerant engineer that he said less is better. As long as this starts to sweat, and when I turn the air on in the car, you run it for about 10-15 minutes to let the system level out. If you want to give it a few RPMs to speed it up, because it always blows colder when it's higher RPM than when it's idling, you'll find it blows really cold. This stuff here does not require a license to fill your car. Now, the pro shops are going to speak against it and run it down and things like that, and I mean, that's just human nature, right? They want to stay in business. This here RedTech 12A is for automotive. Don't buy this stuff for a refrigerator for your fridge in the house. That's a different can. It looks similar, but make sure you get the automotive. And put this in. It is also ozone friendly, so if some evaporates in the air or escapes in the air, you know, it's not going to matter. So like I said, this is ozone friendly. It mixes with other products. It's very inexpensive, and you do not need a license. Once you find you've reached the amount of pressure you want, you unhook this, pop it off. You see this end here just goes like that. It's a hydraulic connector, coupling, and it just grabs hold of that. If you have the old type, and these are threads, in the kit they send you a piece that threads on to the old style, and it leaves you with this quick connector coupling anyway, so you'll be fine. So that is basically all there is to it. You could check to see if you have any leaks. You follow these hoses to where they hook up, and you look on the bottom, and if you see any red dye on a white cloth, you'll know that it's leaking there and you'll need to tighten it up. This RedTech also sells a stop leak. If you're going to use stop leak, you cannot use 2 cans plus stop leak or you damage your system. It's too much. So then you could put in this and then add the stop leak after, and that would be okay. The question is, do I need my car running or not? Well, one place you read it says don't run it, unhook your air compressor switch and hot wire it, blah blah, that's the other one. So one says run it, one says don't. What do you do? Well, we chose to run the car while it was filling. It turned out fine. If you choose not to, well, you'll have to let us know how that worked. So that's very simple, and it's the same on every car. Some cars, the Dodge and Chev, the Chev, have it on the side. The Dodge Neon I did. And the valves were sitting right out here. So basically you'll need to know which is your in and which is your out. Establish that first, and it's very simple. Nothing to it. Takes about, I would say 20 minutes, and you're done.